Hey YouTube, welcome back to the show. I'm really excited today because today I'm going to be reviewing something a little different. It's CAC, a cheap alternative to champagne. CAC that was created in the USSR. The CAC, cheap alternative to champagne, created in the USSR, aka Soviet Union, a long time ago. When it was first coming into power. And the story behind this champagne alternative is that one of the leaders, I believe it was Stalin, wanted a cheap form of champagne for the masses, and that's what they did. And eventually they called it Soviet champagne. Well, fast forward to the 1991, and the trademark for the champagne expired. Or wait, they still call it Soviet champagne, even though it is broken up, and now it's produced by a number of different producers. This one in particular is produced in Lithuania, and I bought it at a local shop nearby. So you don't have to freak out. It's not Russian, it's Lithuanian. Anyway, I'm going to try it because I'm curious to know what this tastes like. I've seen other from the limited videos that I have seen on YouTube. Um, they say that it tastes cheap and almost like cat pee could be an accurate description. I'm not sure. I've never tried it. They could be wrong, but I think that's probably unfair. I think the variety used in making this Soviet champagne is Chardonnay and Aligot grapes. And so I am curious to try this. I know there are several winemaking regions in Eastern Europe, and many of them use the similar techniques to those found in Europe, or Western Europe. So I'm curious to try this, and that's what I'm gonna do. So won't you join me for a special occasion? The occasion being that it's Wednesday and it's 2 days until the weekend. And I think that's worth celebrating. So let's pop open this bad boy. Hold on a minute. Comes with this very nice foil. Oh, ooh, a plastic little topper instead of a real cork. Wow, this is authentic. Just like Soviet times. Alright, so let's twist this thing open. I think a more accurate description would be maybe their version of Corbel. But again, I've never tried it. And Corbel probably tastes better anyway. So let's try this Lithuanian product in the style of the original Soviet champagne, which I believe was made in Moldova. But now, like I said, a number of producers make this and still call it Soviet champagne. Ooh, that was, smoky. Look at that. Oh, I smell that. I smell something. Something very, very pungent. Ooh. You know what? Maybe Lithuania has a better version of Soviet champagne. I don't know, but this smells very nice so far. It's 11.5% ABV. It is produced by, let's see, Baslita Ir Co. in Kaunas, Lithuania. So if you've been to Kaunas, let me know in the comments. If you've been to Kaunas, let me know in the comments. I like that. Anyway, let's pour some of this in a mason jar, because I'm sure in Soviet times they would just pour this in whatever kind of vessel they had clean. Of course, I'm sure some had wine glasses, if you're in the upper crust of the party. So I'm pouring this right now into the glass. It's got a very tan, it looks like traditional um, sparkling wine. Maybe a little darker than I normally see sparkling wines here, like Corbel or, wines from sparkling wines domestically made from California. It does have a very dark color. Jokes aside, it does have a very dark color, and so let's try it out. Very yeasty. It does have kind of a funky smell the more that I sniff it. That's interesting. Smell there. I don't know how to describe it. Sort of a tangy smell. That makes sense. Let me try a sip here. It's not bad. Okay. It's weird because I started to drink it, and as I put it closer to my nose, that strange smell wafts through my nose. I'm not sure what it is, but when I taste it, it tastes perfectly fine. Um, Pretty nice, actually. And I don't know, maybe that's the Aligot grapes that they add. I've never really heard about that grape variety before. It tastes better than it smells. The smell is not good, but the taste is good. And I dare say that the taste is better than Corbel. I kind of like this actually. Um, so, all things considered, I do recommend this Soviet wine, which is not really Soviet wine anymore, but is now made in the Republic of Lithuania. So yeah, try it out. Let me know what you think, and I'll leave you with this imitation of a British guy that likes this stuff. Hold on one sec. Yes, well, it's quite nice actually. Um, I've had my fair share of sparkling wines from around the world, and well, I guess Lithuania. Yeah, I've never been to Lithuania actually. But it sounds nice and perfectly acceptable sparkling wine for possibly an evening alone in your kitchen or something, perhaps. Um, it's nice, and it does have a slight strange smell to it, sort of pungent. I'm not quite sure what that smell is. Of course, Aligot grapes, perhaps. But yeah, I would give it around maybe a 4.5 out of 10, and that's being nice. So yeah, I would pick it up again, but it wouldn't be my go-to, if that's what you're saying. So you know, of course, or maybe I'm being a little too rough. Okay, I guess I'll give it a 5 or a 6 out of 10. It does warm up on the pallet jack, the pallet jack that you're using for your car tires. So anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you're in an Eastern European shop or you're visiting Lithuania on holiday, on your 1 month holiday because you're European, I would recommend picking up a bottle or two. Anyway, take care.